Today, we've got everything from new collectibles, we've got $600 pens, we've got a sick dog getting saved by Pokemon, and a new clothing line. So, hope you're ready. This is your news recap for everything Pokemon for June 7th. Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. We've got loads to cover, like I said, really some heartwarming stories and some really cool collectibles. But before we get into it, if this is the first time you're joining me, I am Pokemaniac Stephen, and here we love Pokemon. So we do everything from Pokemon unboxings, we do Pokemon card openings, and we do Pokemon news recaps. So, if you love Pokemon, make sure subscribe to the channel, catch all of the videos, and if you like this video, hit that like button. And comment down below, I want to hear from you. So, kicking it off, collectibles. Pokemon Center had a pretty good week last week, and I'm going to kick it off with these fancy pens. Made by Pilot, they make all sorts of different pens, but these ones are sterling silver, and they're pretty fancy. They are engraved, and growing up, I always had the impression that when you were an adult, you had a fancy pen, that was what you pulled out, and it was always this whole thing. Maybe you kept it in a wooden box or something, but $600 for these pens. It's pretty steep for a pen. I mean, that's a lot of cards, that's a lot of figures, but I mean, these were pretty one of a kind. They didn't make that many of them, they only made 100 of each one. So we've got Pikachu, and we've got Rayquaza, and of course, gotta have our Fire Boy there, we got Charizard. Surprisingly, they all sold out, so congrats to those people. Each one should be numbered from 1 to 100. So let me know, did you pick one of these up? Send me photos, it's really cool. And in case you were unaware, this month is Pride Month, but also Unova Month, which is funny because that's Black and White era. I don't know, weird correlations. But because it is Unova Month, we did get new charms. They've been releasing these each month. 3 little charms, you put them on a little bracelet, kind of like those Pandora charm bracelets. But we've got our starters for the Unova region. We've got our Snivy, we've got Tepig, and Oshawott. So I do a lot in the Google Suite, so I write all my scripts on a Google Doc, and I love that it will autocorrect when I spell a Pokemon's name wrong. Just a fun fact, and you can always right click and it'll spell check it for you. But these charms, I mean, they're par for the course. I don't think they're anything too surprising, but I mean, if these are your favorite Pokemon, you probably want to scoop them up. And you also might want to scoop up the new Pikachu couple. This time the Pikachus are dressed up as Hilda and Hilbert. Definitely needs more ponytail on these ones, but regardless, they still look pretty good. I have pre-ordered it. Eventually I'm going to have all of these things. Only 5 more generations to go, so hang on, wallet. We also got a life-sized Slowpoke. Usually these life-size plushies don't get my interest that much. I think it's pretty cool, but they're not wow. This Slowpoke kind of got me. Some of the images of seeing it in real life, this girl just leaning up on it, reading a book in her room, that sounds amazing. That's actually living with a Slowpoke, and I love that. It is $450 though, so a little bit steep, but you are getting a Slowpoke that is 59 inches long, 29.5 inches tall, and it comes in at about 17 pounds. So it's a little bit light, pretty heavy for a plushie, but a real life Slowpoke weighs somewhere around 79 pounds. I hope somebody out there picked these up. Probably gonna go try to find some videos on this thing. It's pretty awesome. Ships this November. I'm calling this a collectible, but if you ever wanted to throw on some shorts, throw on a big hat, and jump out into the forest to catch some bugs, well, there's a new version of the Pokeball Bug Carrier. This time, modeled after the Master Ball. Harness your inner bug catcher, go out there into whatever your forest is called. It's probably not Viridian Forest. Kind of weird to have it strapped to your side. You're just gonna have this little thing of bugs on your hip. It's kind of weird to me. But this thing's pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty rad to have in a collection, especially if you could leave it open and then maybe have some figures in there, have almost like those terrarium things. That would actually be pretty cool. On sale now in Japan. Also, about to go on sale in Japan, the Eevee collection. I brought this up last week, so make sure go check out last week's video. But this collection looks pretty rad. There's some new plushies. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. We've got slippers, we've got pens, charms. That's going on sale June 12th, so we're about a week out. But pre-orders have started on sites like Mecha Japan. I recently have purchased some things from Mecha Japan, so I can vouch for their credibility. If you are interested in finding a new importer or want to try out using an importer, Mecha Japan, awesome. We also got a new collection of wall art from Pokemon Center. These featuring some more modern and minimalistic styles. We've got 2 that are Lapras themed, kind of 2 different moods, more one more warm sunrise, maybe sunset, and one a little bit more nighttime. Those two are framed wall arts, but we also have some canvas prints. We've got more of a like Pikachu vibe to these. Either way, I think any of these wall arts would look super rad in a home office. Like, they're very subtle, nothing like too grand, especially these Lapras ones. Those are probably my favorites, but to have those like maybe on the background in like a video chat or something, get to like subtly flex your Pokemon fandom, I think it's pretty nice. Check this out. We've got a plush keychain Pikachu sitting on a log. But maybe you're at the store, you're going through the checkout, you need a bag, but you're eco-friendly. You don't want to use a plastic bag, so you grab your Pikachu, flip it out into a bag. These plushy bag transformer things come in a few different flavors, so we've got the Pikachu one there, but we also have Rowlet, and there's also a version including Yamper. These are available in Japan, and they're pretty cool, I think, so worth. Also, if you're into these transforming plushies, we've got some Pokeballs that transform into Pokemon. These ones all around the Cantonian starters, all 4 of them. So we've got like a Pikachu, all of them are Pokeballs, but we've got Pikachu, Squirtle, we've got a Bulbasaur, Charmander. They all just fold in and out to be a Pokemon or a Pokeball. Pretty fun. Clothing. EMP UK has released their new clothing line all around Pokemon. It is a youth-based clothing line, so maybe you're a little bit younger, or if you have some kids, you can deck them out and everything Pokemon. But we've got some various sweaters here, a couple of those, and we've also got some hoodies. There are a lot of new shirts here, everything ranging from like graphic tee type styles. There's even one where it's more like a print. Tried to pull some of the more unique styles that they brought out. But overall, I think this collection looks pretty good, especially these Pikachu outline ones, like the male and female, like that little detail on the tail. It's pretty sharp. I like it. It's subtle. It's for the real fans. Cards! After posting up a lot of signage in the stores and news outlets everywhere covering this, Target has brought back sales of Pokemon cards in store. Shelves in many stores getting just packed full of packs, and people honestly are kind of freaking out in a good way. It also is kind of random, but I feel like the flippers have kind of like backed off a little bit. I know a lot of them came from the sports card market, but seems like all of these new regulations kind of coming and going has made them kind of like back off, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Target also tweeted out that they are actually bringing back the Pokemon cards to the shelves. Just happened last week on June 1st, but does look like they will be holding off on sports cards, so just the Pokemon stuff. Also, been hearing a lot of reports that Walmart shelves have been getting restocked, so I don't know, like, does this mean the drought is over? Time will tell, but again, fingers crossed. A lot of fingers crossed on this topic, and let me know, what are the shelves looking like in your stores? We do have probably 2 more things, kind of big things happening in the Pokemon card market. So we've got Eevee Heroes that just came out. That, when it comes over to the English side, that could bring a lot of demand, a lot of the that like flipper market, could reignite it. Also, we have the 25th anniversary set that's coming out, and that could bring a lot of that business back. Maybe those 2 things will be the same thing. Maybe we'll have all those Eevees in the 25th anniversary set, but time will tell, and I really hope that, you know, the drought is over. But speaking of, Pokemon Center put up some new ETBs for the Chilling Reign set, and they're Pokemon Center exclusive versions. But even as I film this right now, they are still in stock. They're still taking pre-orders for those ETBs, and either they're going to be doing a ton of canceling, or they printed these things to like the end of the earth. Like, it's nuts. They actually dropped them like a few hours later in the day than when they normally upload their new products. And I was in the middle of a meeting, and I was like, and I was like 15 minutes late to buying these things, so we'll see. They ship in roughly about a couple weeks, so we'll see if the orders get canceled. We'll see. Good luck to you if you did put your orders in. Did you know Dragon types are coming back to the card game? The new Japanese sets, Skyscraping Perfect and Blue Skystream, are bringing them back to us. Coming out on July 9th in Japan. These guys aren't going to have any resistances or weaknesses, so we'll see what this return means for the meta. But kind of exciting. It's cool to have some variety in there. Let me know. Are you excited to have the dragons come back? Video game news. Hey, Pokemon Go players, make sure, this is crucial, go load up the game if you haven't opened up the shop recently. They're giving us half-priced Pokemon storage. So right now, for 200 coins, you can get 2 Pokemon storage upgrades. Normally it's 200 for 50, and 200 for 100. Make sure to have 2 item slots open though, because for some reason those 2 things count as an item, that like it has to transfer through items before it hits your Pokemon storage, but kind of a weird bug. But it ends today. You gotta do it before 1 p.m. Pacific, and then it's gone. Some more miscellaneous general Pokemon news. In Japan, Pokemon has partnered with McDonald's to get us some new treats. Looks pretty good, especially whatever this middle thing is. That looks pretty tasty. I'd probably eat that. But also, still, like, since the McDonald's Happy Meals, the Pokemon ones with the cards, I'm still recovering from that. I don't know if I'm ever gonna recover fully. Pretty cute. It actually came with the trailer though. I love just how much mileage they get out of these Pikachu mascot costumes. Like, it's amazing. They're really getting their money's worth on those. We got some new PokeToons on YouTube. So not too long ago, I let you guys know that they're coming out with at least 5 new cartoons in the PokeToons series. Not sure how many more they had planned, but they have 2 up right now. I tried watching them. Unfortunately, I didn't get that far in me learning Japanese a while back, so all I had was just the visuals to go off of. Either way, these were pretty good. The first one follows the journey of this like Pancham, and he's out there like training. I think he got like jumped by an Impidimp a while back, stole his berry, but he got saved by this like other trainer who kind of looks like Red. But then there's this kid who like has his dad and his Pokemon trapped in like a mine collapse or something, a rock slide. So he needs this Pancham to like save him. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy story. Check it out. It was pretty cool. And then I immediately after watched the latest one, which was phenomenal. Love the art style on it. It follows this girl's journey over like a couple days, I think. And she wants to become this great trainer like her parents were. Also love like out in the front yard, they have the dad's Charizard and he's all like old. His tail flame's like kind of small, so that's sad. But like he's old, so it's like, you know, you get it. She buys like a ton of items like potions and Pokeballs at the item shop. But then it shows her like going out into the wilderness, goes out into the forest. She's like just surrounded by Pokemon. She's like missing her throws and like that. I don't know. I just love that realistic approach rather than like in the anime where everything is just like pretty straightforward, pretty clean. I feel like of a journey. There's not like too many mishaps. And also Go is just out there with a 100% catch rate, just chucking Pokeballs everywhere. But she comes across this Nidoran that's basically about to get jumped by this Arbok. She intervenes, she kind of bonds with the Nidoran, but then the Nidoran's parents show up, and they like follow her back to town and stuff. It's this whole thing. The Charizard comes back, and his flame gets all ignited. It's pretty cool. So definitely give this one a shot. I would go check that out. It's just on the PokeToons account on YouTube. And wrapping it up with some feel goods, there's an 8-year-old boy named Bryson Kleeman out in Virginia, and unfortunately his puppy got sick. Took the puppy into the vet. Turns out the puppy had parvo, and the treatment was going to cost like $700. So the kid like doesn't want to lose his puppy. Like that's his Pokemon, and so he grabbed his whole Pokemon collection and he set up a little like lemonade stand basically out in his front yard, selling his Pokemon stuff. His mom ended up seeing this, like took some photos, started a GoFundMe for the kid, and even though Bryson's goal was $800 to help cover the costs of the treatment, the GoFundMe brought in over $5,000. Super cool to see something like this happening. He didn't have to sell his collection, thankfully. Like as a collector, like I mean, do what you got to do. But this is pretty cool. The Pokemon Company actually caught wind of this and sent him a little care package. So he got like all of these like themed decks. He got the Battle Academy thing. Like it was pretty cool. His puppy also was able to receive the treatment and is recovering. And the rest of the money that they earned actually went towards covering bills for other sick pets. So like. That's super cool. Like I love that story. So hopefully, you know, we're ending on a high note. Hopefully that brings a smile to your face for today. But that is the end of it. That is your news recap for everything Pokemon, June 7th. Make sure to check out the links in the description to check out some videos, some items, all sorts of stuff. But let me know, what were your favorite stories of the day? I mean, that puppy one, it's probably my favorite one. But thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Always a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this, and thank you for giving me your time. Take care of each other out there, and I'm going to see you very soon on the next one.